Willowbrook, a picturesque town nestled on the edge of a dark and mysterious forest, exuded an air of tranquility. Autumn's golden hues painted the landscape, creating a serene backdrop for the events about to unfold. 17-year-old Emily Reynolds, with her bright eyes and inquisitive mind, was the epitome of curiosity. She navigated the halls of Willowbrook High School with a thirst for knowledge and an insatiable desire to uncover the truth. Into this idyllic setting emerged Miss Victoria Blackwood, the new teacher. Tall and graceful, she possessed an aura of magnetism that drew the students in like moths to a flame. Her warm smile and gentle demeanor cast a spell, instantly captivating their impressionable hearts. But it was an incident that cemented Miss Blackwood's place as a hero in the eyes of her students. One fateful afternoon, as the bell rang its final chime, a student teetered perilously close to a devastating accident. In a blur of motion, Miss Blackwood leaped into action, snatching the student back from the brink of disaster. Whispers of awe and admiration reverberated through the classroom walls. Miss Blackwood's heroic act became the talk of the town, spreading like wildfire among the students. Emily, ever the keen observer, couldn't help but notice the growing adoration etched on her classmates' faces. As the day drew to a close, Emily found herself lingering behind, gathering her thoughts amidst the fading sunlight. Doubts gnawed at her, an itch she couldn't scratch. Was Miss Blackwood truly the savior she appeared to be, or was there something lurking beneath the surface, shrouded in darkness? With a determined glint in her eye, Emily resolved to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Little did she know that her journey would take her down a treacherous path, where the line between heroism and horror would blur, forever changing the lives of the unsuspecting students of Willowbrook High School. In the quiet halls of Willowbrook High School, Emily's mind buzzed with thoughts of doubt and suspicion. As she walked beside her best friend, Sarah, their conversation held an air of secrecy. Emily confided in Sarah, sharing her growing unease about their new teacher, Miss Victoria Blackwood. Together, they delved into the depths of research, scouring the internet for any trace of information about Miss Blackwood's past. Yet their efforts yielded little more than empty pages and fragmented whispers. It seemed as though the enigmatic teacher had woven her own web of secrecy, ensuring her past remained concealed. Undeterred, Emily continued her vigilant observation of Miss Blackwood. She noticed subtle inconsistencies in her behavior, flickers of a hidden agenda. The teacher's smiles, once radiant, now carried an unnerving undertone. It was as if the mask of benevolence occasionally slipped, revealing a glimpse of something far more sinister beneath. Miss Blackwood's announcement of a lake trip for the students stirred excitement throughout the class. Laughter filled the air as plans were made, and everyone eagerly agreed to partake in this seemingly innocent adventure. Everyone, that is, except for Emily. A persistent voice within her whispered warnings, urging caution. Ignoring the allure of the trip, Emily felt a sense of responsibility to protect her classmates. She couldn't shake the feeling that danger lurked within the seemingly innocent excursion. In her pursuit of the truth, Emily kept her suspicions close, sharing them only with Sarah. Together, they dissected every interaction, every word spoken by Miss Blackwood, searching for any hidden meaning. As shadows lengthened and daylight waned, Emily's determination solidified. She had to uncover the truth, not only for her own peace of mind, but also to safeguard her classmates from a potential menace. Little did Emily know that her journey into the heart of darkness was just beginning, and that the secret she sought would lead her down a treacherous path, one where trust would be shattered, and the line between friend and foe would blur beyond recognition. As the days unfolded, Emily's suspicions morphed into an unwavering determination to unearth the truth about Miss Victoria Blackwood. Her days were consumed by an intricate dance of observation and investigation, each step taking her closer to the heart of the enigma that surrounded the teacher. Drawing upon her keen powers of deduction, Emily couldn't ignore the whispers of peculiar behavior and unexplained disappearances that seemed to follow in Miss Blackwood's wake. Like pieces of a twisted puzzle, the evidence began to converge, revealing a pattern of darkness hidden within the shadows. Emily reached out to Alex, a friend whose skepticism matched her own. With a shared sense of curiosity and a desire for justice, they devised a daring plan. Alex, determined to shed light on the truth, decided to secretly follow the class on the much-anticipated lake trip. The minutes ticked by slowly as Emily anxiously awaited Alex's report. Suspense hung in the air, the weight of the unknown pressing down upon her. The phone finally buzzed, breaking the tense silence. It was Alex, his voice quivering with terror and disbelief. In hushed tones, he revealed the inconceivable. Alex had witnessed Miss Blackwood in her true form, a monstrous creature feasting upon the flesh of their classmates. The darkness that had clung to her like a second skin was no facade, but a chilling reality. Emily's heart pounded in her chest, her mind struggling to process the horrifying revelation. Her once innocent teacher, the very person the students had adored and trusted, was an insatiable predator lurking in plain sight. The pieces of the puzzle fell into place, the veil of deception lifted, and the true nature of Miss Blackwood revealed. Fear mingled with determination as Emily's course became clear. She would not allow her classmates to become victims of this abomination. With every fiber of her being, she resolved to confront the horrors that awaited them at the lake. Armed with newfound purpose, Emily steeled herself for the dangerous path she was about to tread. She would call upon her courage, her intelligence, and her unwavering belief in justice to protect those she cared for. The battle against the darkness had only just begun, and she would not rest until the truth was brought into the light. Time seemed to stretch as Emily's heart raced, fueled by equal parts fear and determination. The weight of the impending truth bore down upon her as she embarked on her journey to the lake, a place that had transformed from a symbol of innocent adventure to a sinister abyss. With every step, the air grew heavy, carrying an oppressive sense of foreboding. Emily's mind raced, playing out scenarios of what awaited her at the lake's edge. Dread intertwined with a flicker of hope, for she knew that her actions could be the difference between life and death for her classmates. As she neared the lake, the scent of damp earth mingled with an eerie silence that enveloped the surroundings. The once vibrant colors of nature seemed muted, as if the very essence of life recoiled from the horrors that were about to be unveiled. A knot tightened in Emily's stomach as she followed the path taken by her classmates only hours before. She knew the grim tableau that awaited her, yet she pressed on, fueled by the need to bear witness and ensure that justice would prevail. And then she saw it, the scene that would forever haunt her nightmares. Bodies lay scattered, torn and lifeless, their vacant eyes forever frozen in a grim tableau of terror. The stench of death mingled with the raw scent of blood, assaulting her senses, threatening to overwhelm her. Emily's trembling fingers reached for her phone, hands slick with a mix of fear and determination. She dialed the emergency number, her voice trembling as she relayed the horrors she had stumbled upon. The depravity of Miss Victoria Blackwood. As she waited for help to arrive, Emily's mind raced, her thoughts a whirlwind of emotions. She replayed the sight of her classmates' slaughtered remains, etching the horror deep within her consciousness. The weight of survivors' guilt bore down upon her, mingling with relief that she had not joined them on that ill-fated trip. The wails of sirens pierced the silence, breaking the spell that held Emily captive. The authorities, armed with the knowledge she had provided, would soon arrive to confront the monster hiding behind the facade of a teacher. With a final glance at the scene, Emily turned away, her resolve unwavering. The battle against darkness was far from over, but the first step had been taken. In the face of unimaginable horror, she had summoned the courage to stand. Armed with knowledge and a fierce determination, she navigated the labyrinthine school, her senses on high alert. Shadows danced and whispered, as if the very building itself reveled in the anticipation of the impending clash. The scent of decay lingered, growing stronger as Emily neared the lair of the creature. Her pulse quickened, her breath catching in her throat. The time for subtlety had passed. Now she would confront the abomination head-on. As she burst into the room, the sight that greeted her tore at her soul. Miss Victoria Blackwood, her once charming facade shattered, stood before her, a grotesque amalgamation of human and monster. Her eyes, once filled with false kindness, burned with a feral hunger that chilled Emily to the bone. A battle of wills ensued as Emily refused to yield to the creature's malevolent presence. With every ounce of courage she possessed, she fought against the overwhelming tide of fear, summoning the strength to confront the embodiment of evil that threatened her world. Their struggle echoed through the empty halls, a symphony of desperation and resilience. Emily's heart pounded with a determination she never knew she possessed, fueled by a fierce love for her fallen classmates and a desire for justice. In a climactic clash, Emily managed to land a blow against the creature, weakening it, but not enough to vanquish its insidious presence. With each passing moment, the stakes rose, the balance teetering on the precipice of victory or utter defeat. And then, in a final act of desperation, Emily unleashed the weapon of truth, the knowledge of Miss Blackwood's atrocities, laid bare for all to see. The weight of her monstrous axe crushed the creature, sapping its strength until it crumbled before Emily's defiant gaze. As the dust settled and the room fell into an eerie silence, Emily emerged victorious. The creature lay defeated, its true form exposed, forever banished from the lives of the students it had hunted. Weary but triumphant, Emily stepped over the remnants of the fallen monster, her footsteps resonating with a newfound resolve. The town of Willowbrook, scared by darkness, would begin to heal, and the students would carry the memory of their fallen friends as a reminder of the strength they had found within themselves.